name's Derek Kessler. I'm with INTELEPEER. We're a small SIP trunking provider out of San Mateo, California. So SIP trunking is our only offer, and we're trying to differentiate ourselves in the marketplace as being the specialized SIP trunking provider, solely focused on that one product, and being the expert in the product and our deployments. So we're a 100-person company out of San Mateo. We've got switches in Denver, Dallas, and Chicago. So we've got our own facilities. In terms of DID coverage, we're in 96% of the markets in the U.S. We've got international DIDs available in 50 countries as well. That product really works best if your call center is back in the U.S. and you're using the international DIDs to have an international presence, because the calls have to come back to the U.S. and then back out if it's an international call. The differentiator really for us is number one, speed to market, because we're a pretty lean company, solely focused on SIP. We can typically get trunks up very quickly. 7 days is our standard interval, but if you're in a bind and you need something sped up, I can definitely help you. In both of these case studies, there are customers that were in need of SIP trunks very quickly. The first one was sold through Subsidium Technologies, who's an Intelisys partner in Albany. The customer needed a 100 call pass as soon as possible. They needed TLS security, which is something that we offer, and they needed some assistance with a Sonos SBC that they had just purchased. So we were able to get the trunks up within 24 hours. Our engineers were able to help them with their Sonos SBC, with configurations, and we offered the TLS security, and the customer has grown to be a pretty significant customer of ours. The second model here, or the second case study here, is last year during the election campaign season, had a customer come to us stating they're running out of capacity with AirSpring. They needed 8,000 call pass immediately for a good 3-4 month stretch during the campaign season. We were able to get them 8,000 call pass up within less than 7 days. They build a significant amount during that season, and then once the elections are over, it goes down to nothing pretty much. But we'll entertain that type of business, is my point. And again, a customer in need of capacity quickly, that's where we really deliver. So speed to market, the DID coverage, both domestically and internationally, and just being lean and nimble and being able to get things done as a sole SIP provider or SIP product provider. In terms of certifications, we've got certifications with Microsoft Link. We've actually got more. Our SIP trunks are with more. We have more Link providers have our SIP trunks more than any other carrier in the world. So Link is a huge promoter of our product. Cisco, Avaya, Siemens. We've got all of the certifications with the major players out there. The last one we just did was with Mitel. So we've gone through the effort to make sure that customers are comfortable that these PBX providers are promoting our service. What else could I tell you guys?
POTS today or a PRI. Why do I want SIP? What is it about SIP that I want to make that transition?
So customers that have, like, say, a traditional PRI, you've got 23 channels. Those are nailed up voice channels. It's not very scalable. If you need to go to a 24th channel, you got to order another T1. You got to wait for that to be delivered. With SIP, we can give you a 25 call pass. If you need the 26, we can just add it within 24 hours, because it's riding over the internet, right? So as long as you have adequate bandwidth, SIP is much more scalable. You save a lot of money. You don't have to pay for that T1 local loop or the channel charge. In both of these models, they're on a metered-based pricing model of ours, so we don't charge anything for the concurrent calls. You can get as many call sessions as you want. We're just charging you for the usage, the inbound, outbound, toll-free usage, and then an MRC for toll-free numbers and DIDs. So SIP is much more scalable, cost-effective for customers as well.
So if they have 10 meg Ethernet or something like that, how many call paths will go over that? There's no There's got to be some limit.
Well, so you try to allocate 100K per call path. So on a 10 meg, I wouldn't do more than 100 call paths on a 10 meg.
That's still much better than PRI.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of customers have significant bandwidth these days, on site that they're not really using. You get a 100 meg circuit for almost nothing these days, and you look at your utilization, you're using 20 megs. You've got 80 available for other applications, and more customers are layering SIP trunking over the internet. We've got a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, so new customers can use the product for 30 days. If they're not happy, they can leave, and we'll credit up to $10,000 in usage charges incurred over that 30 days. Because some customers still are reluctant to doing voice over the internet. It's a great way to, hey, try it out. Not happy, you can leave. We've offered that for now 6 months, and we haven't had one customer actually exercise that guarantee on us. So it's another thing is, I came over. I was at level 3 for a long time, and most of our customers are on contracts, commitments, and a surprising figure is, we're trying to move towards contracts and commits, but when I came over, there was like 90% or so of our customers were on a month-to-month contract, like no term commit, and our churn rate was less than 1%. So kind of shows you, the quality of the product. And the customers, you have to earn business every month who aren't committed.
You still offer a no commitment opportunity?
Yep, yeah, we can do it. We have a spiff going on where we'll give you an upfront, the term of the commitment times the monthly spend as an upfront. So we're trying to move to commitments, but if you got customers that are reluctant to do that out of the gates, you can start them on a month-to-month and move them to a commit. But every single contract that we have has that 30-day out, so they're protected even if they sign for a multiple term.
Are you primarily pulling people who are on PRIs or some TDM services over to SIP, or are you going to other people, like if they're using SIP on another provider, do they still want to switch to you, and then why?
Yeah, so I'd say a mixed bag of both. We have the traditional PRI TDM type customers that are looking to utilize the bandwidth that they have on site to save money. They've got, it's not that much in terms of an increase in cost.
2-minute warning.
They've got the money to do it. So I've got a lot of those customers converting, and I think you're going to see more and more. I think you're going to see PRIs go away eventually because it's not that scalable. They're expensive, and then. So I've got a decent amount of those types of customers, and then I've got a lot of customers that have SIP. They've got IP-enabled gear. They're looking to save money. They've heard about us being the expert, the nimble carrier out there. So we're getting probably about half and half, I would say, going from PRI to SIP, and then existing SIP customers with existing IP-enabled gear, just looking to save some money, looking to take advantage of some of the benefits that we have. We're a 10-year-old company. The first 7 years, we were really a wholesale provider. We were selling to the level 3s, Windstreams.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Focused on the wholesale market, and then 3 years ago, we changed the focus to enterprise, and we're trying to get our name out there through this Intelisys relationship. We're about a year into the Intelisys relationship, and we're really moving up market in terms of the customers that we're seeing.
10
so
seconds,
we've got a few different price
10
models.
seconds.
One is a port-based model where it's $33.95 per call path. You get 10 DIDs with that, and then unlimited domestic inbound and outbound usage. The minimum customer is $250, so you'd have to get 8 call paths to hit that minimum spend. And then there's a user bundle where you pay $750 per DID.
It is a wrap.
It's unlimited usage as well.
That's it for this session, guys, of that rotation around table case.
So for smaller customers, we have that bundled, all-inclusive MRC-based
Suppliers, you can find your way back.
And the larger ones.
I need to ask for the next panelist to come up to the stage, please.